look at them. It is already night, but the people are still here, singing, dancing and waiting patiently outside the collation center. They have voted, but they have refused to go home and wait for someone else to tell them a different story about their votes. They follow the process from the polling units to the collation center because they understood something important. Voting is not complete until the vote is counted, recorded and protected. These are not merely supporters celebrating a candidate. These are citizens demonstrating extraordinary courage, sacrifice and democratic vigilance. They sacrificed their sleep, comfort and personal time to remain watchful. They chose patience over violence, songs over fear and peaceful vigilance over intimidation. This is citizenship in action. This is how people protect democracy, not by destroying property or attacking one another, but by remaining present, alert and peaceful. Osun citizens have shown Nigerians that democracy must not be abandoned in the hands of politicians alone. When the people vote and go to sleep, dishonest actors may attempt to rewrite their decision. But when citizens follow their votes, watch the process and insist on transparency, changing the people's story becomes much more difficult. Tonight, these men and women deserve our praise. They did not merely cast their votes. They stood guard over their collective decision. May this spirit of peaceful vigilance spread across Nigeria before 2027. But beyond the dancing, singing and celebration, there is a powerful lesson every Nigerian must learn. This is bigger than Governor Ademola Adeleke. It is bigger than the Accord Party or the APC. It is about what happens when citizens overcome fear, come out in large numbers and insist that their votes must count. Rigging thrives when citizens are absent, afraid or silent. But when the people remain vigilant and protect their votes peacefully, intimidation begins to lose its power and manipulation becomes more difficult. Osun is showing Nigerians that determined citizens are not powerless. But beyond the dancing, singing and celebration, there is a powerful lesson every Nigerian must learn. This is bigger than Governor Ademola Adeleke. It is bigger than the Accord Party or the APC. It is about what happens when citizens overcome fear, come out in large numbers and insist that their votes must count. Rigging thrives when citizens are absent, afraid or silent. But when the people remain vigilant and protect their votes peacefully, intimidation begins to lose its power and manipulation becomes more difficult. Osun is showing Nigerians that determined citizens are not powerless. A serving senator has reportedly lost at her own polling unit and listened to the people celebrating. This is a powerful warning to every politician. A political title does not guarantee the love or support of your own people. If the people closest to you reject you at the ballot box, it may be time to stop blaming the opposition and examine your record of service. The people are watching, and when election day comes, they will deliver their verdict. Now, watch what reportedly happened in Ejigbo. Angry residents confronted people suspected of attempting to buy votes. The alleged vote buyers were reportedly chased away, leaving behind a bag containing bundles of naira notes. This was not citizens begging politicians for money. This was a community saying, "You cannot purchase our future in broad daylight." Other voters raised alarms over suspected vote buying and demanded action, even after reportedly complaining that security personnel appeared reluctant to investigate. The courage of these citizens sends a powerful message. Electoral wrongdoing survives when witnesses remain silent. This is what effective citizenship looks like. It means coming out to vote despite threats and intimidation. It means refusing to surrender 4 years of your future for 10, 15 or 20,000 naira. It means exposing suspicious activities, recording evidence and reporting offenders through lawful channels. It also means remaining peacefully at the polling unit, observing the counting and following the results from the polling unit to the collation center. Citizens cannot replace INEC, the police, or the judiciary. But when citizens are united, present and vigilant, it becomes much harder for anybody to manipulate an election quietly. Now, watch how some residents reportedly booed politicians who traveled into Osun during the election. And it raises an important question. Why must serving governors and other public officials abandon their own states and travel to another state simply because an election is taking place? They will tell Nigerians that they came to strengthen their party, mobilize supporters, or show solidarity with their candidate. But strengthen what exactly? Is that what citizens elected them to do? Governors have serious responsibilities waiting for them: insecurity, failing schools, struggling hospitals, unpaid workers, bad roads, and families battling hunger. If these leaders were genuinely committed to governing their states, would they have so much time to gallivant from one political campaign to another? Supporting a political party is legitimate. But repeatedly abandoning public duties for partisan gatherings demonstrates the lack of discipline and seriousness that has weakened governance in Nigeria. Public office is not a permanent campaign tour. Politics is not entertainment, and leadership is not about occupying an office while moving from state to state in large convoys. Perhaps the booing was the people's way of saying, return to your state and do the work you were elected to do. Osun citizens are capable of choosing their own governor. And here is the sharp question. When will Nigerian leaders stop treating governance like a political jamboree and begin treating public office like the serious responsibility it is?